On today's episode of Watch Jericho, we're replacing the engine in Gabe's Saturn Sky Redline, and we have a particularly unique challenge to address. So let's jump right in and try to solve it. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Jericho, and like I said, today we are replacing the old L&F engine in Gabe's Saturn with the new LDK. And they're both direct injected. Now, of course, we want to reuse the injectors because we found that new ones, in town at least, are $300 per injector. Direct injectors can be very expensive. There are also some other replacements that might be like $25, but you know, the factory ones are probably the way to go because they usually last the life of the engine. Unless you're a BMW owner, in that case, I'm sorry, I feel bad for you. Plan on replacing your injectors a lot. BMWs are literally on what, like injector revision 8 if you have an N54. Sorry. I think they finally work after 8, so
you'd be better going with carbureted than you would on anything else with those.
It's the only time carburetors were a better option. But anyway, today we have to get those injectors swapped over into these engines, and we do not have the special tool, so let's jump right in. DI injectors again. Who could have guessed? Only a couple of weeks after finishing up the Jag. Felt like there was a little wiggle there for a second. We are doing the DI injectors for Gabe's engine. And of course, it's nearly impossible to get the same tool I had for the Jag for the GM stuff. They sell it on the internet. It's the only place I found it. There's a Kent OE tool, and OTC makes an aftermarket one, and they're hard to get, and it would take a lot of time, but we don't have that kind of time. It's also really hard to get the injector seals for single O-ring DI injectors on GM cars. If you have the duals, they're easy to find. O'Reilly's keeps those ones in stock. So we've got the AC Delco ones here because they were crazy hard to find. We found one dealership in Wichita that had them. That was nice. And here we have the tool. I'm sorry, these are, Gabe, I thought you were getting the tool.
Those are my tools.
Okay, here we have the tool that we're gonna use to install the Teflon seals on this, I was gonna say Jag, but it's not that, is it? According to the internet, a Bic pin cap. We started this with according to the internet. Okay. But a Bic pin cap is the taper that you need to get your Teflon O-ring onto your injector. So what we have to do with said Bic pin cap is trim it until it fits this thing. We're gonna make our own tool right here. And to me, it looks like we can just start right off the bat, we can cut it in half. Because the taper is...
That's why I got the value pack.
I'm glad you got a lot of them,
yeah,
so I figured I'd have to try this like 5 times.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll get it the first time, but in case you don't. I have faith in you and all. But
so much faith.
Yeah.
Okay, that one is a hair oversized. And by a hair, I mean quite a bit oversized. So we'll cut it down again. These wire cutters are so sharp that I think it's like the ultimate tool to cut these down.
Just remember, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents.
That's what people say that, but how true can it really be? Okay, resizing our custom-built Bic pin tool. We're still a little big. And by a little, I mean a full OD big. We're gonna cut this down to like half. That's how small this is gonna be.
You think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be very small. Fine, I'll step it up just one hair. Okay, here we go. Is it the size of the injector? Oh! Honestly, I might need to do one more and make it just one hair wider. It was close. The problem is that Teflon, if it doesn't stretch enough, is just stuck. So I don't want to have, I want it to be just a hair bigger so I can just go straight down the tool onto the injector again. So I am gonna cut one more.
That's why I bought value pack. That and they were on sale.
Smart. I like your style.
Yeah.
I like your style. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this time here. And that should be about like a 16th longer. That's gonna work.
Brilliant.
Giving up on the old cap. And here's the new version. It's also, this one's cut cleaner too, which is kind of important, honestly.
Yeah.
You do need a nice cut because you don't want to tear up the Teflon. All right, custom built tool. That's how you do it. Make sure you got something sharp to cut it with. and make sure it's just slightly bigger than the injector.
Of course, one of the things I've always been curious about when these things are stretching is just how far do they stretch?
Great question. No one knows the answer. The engineers of the material are the only ones that can know. Ah, look at that!
Nice.
It is way oversized, but it's on there. All right, now for part 2 of the internet trick, we can't lose our tool. Our tool is highly important. You got to get this thing shrunk back down to the correct size. That'll make it fill the void. And what everyone says to do is to take a zip tie. Start the zip tie. Put it on the injector and absolutely bury it. And it should, fingers crossed, shrink this thing back down. Well, it's got a pretty good bite right there.
Seems like it.
I kind of hate that it does squeeze slightly unevenly.
Yeah.
It has kind of caused the
Sits just off.
it's
Yeah, just a little cattywampus there.
yeah, it's kind of caused the O-ring to kind of poke up into the void where it could. So maybe if we stick something in there, find a way to like put like a piece of paper, a piece of folded up paper would be perfect to fill the gap, and then yeah. All right, well that's our plan. We're gonna try the internet method because we are first in a time crunch, and second, really don't want to buy the tool for one job, obviously. These injectors were only used for a couple of years, and I kind of doubt I have to work on them again. At least I hope I don't.
They say necessity is the mother of invention.
We've been inventing. That's what we've been doing.
We've been inventing.
So that's the old zip tie method right there. It does maybe work. We don't know because it hasn't been long enough. They say it has to sit all night, which is very iffy, and I don't know how anyone has time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
That's right. So that one there is it's doing what it's doing. And then I was like, you know what? The other side of the big pin cap kind of looks like the taper tool. So it is. And these ones are basically ready to go. Slide this out. Oh, it's so close. It needs to neck it down just a hair more, but we are getting close. I mean, before that thing was just swimming on there.
Yeah.
So we're getting really close to the size that we need. How's that one?
Well, I think this one might work too.
You're
so what
trying
I'm
to go
doing-
even tighter?
Yeah, I'm trying to tighten it down a little bit. So,
I like your style.
anything for science.
Yeah, man. Do you need a pen for anything, Gabe?
Yeah, let me grab that green one.
What color are you thinking?
I'm gonna go for the green.
Okay.
Thanks. Actually, let me get that red one too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got all of our injectors ready to go here. They've all got caps on them. And that's, honestly, what's this cost?
That was $3.
$3.
$3.
This tool was $165.
Wasn't the so that was the OEM one.
Yeah.
The
The Kent.
aftermarket one was
The OEM one,
$185.
the OEM one was like $265. There was an option for $165 too, but yeah, these just crazy.
So $3.
$3.
We may have just solved it.
I mean, we're gonna find out if the injectors go in the bores, then we got it.
I love this job.
Obviously, I'm holding a different DI injector. These are the Jag ones again, which we did get the tool for. It's probably easier to find these from specialty shops. The GM tools are kind of hard to find, so your options are to buy them or use this trick, and this trick will work for you. You know, there's the our tapered cap setup, and it would probably work on these just as well. Make sure you're using grease. I used white lithium grease on the O-rings every single time before I slid them on, and I had to use 3 fingernails basically to put the actual O-ring on. That worked out really well. And then use another pin cap to help seat the thing, and we did find that it wouldn't seat quite tight enough, so Gabe took a zip tie, put it on there like that, and once it bottoms out, it actually gets it right where it needs to be, and that's what it took before they just slid right in for the most part. I still had to push hard, give it a little wiggle. I do know none of those Teflon O-rings were damaged, and they went right into the head bores after that, also with lube on them. Make sure you're putting that little squirt of white lithium grease on there. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, just coat it, and that should get the job done. So if you're doing this at home, $4 will save you. I mean, if you need all the injector tools because you're servicing a bunch of vehicles, it could save you literally thousands of dollars. But also, if you want to save a lot of time, those thousands of dollars are probably worth it because you can do it like within seconds with the right tool. You guys saw me do it before. It's like step 1, flip it. Step 2, on the actual tool, drop the injector in, and you're done in seconds. This will take a little bit of time, but it does work. So there you go. Big pin caps when you're in a crunch and you need to get some injectors done in the middle of the night. That's how you do it. Intake, exhaust, all the injection, all that stuff's been assembled. Our Bic trick works pretty well. The only thing was there wasn't a lot of time. We basically we would pull the caps and have to shove them in because they don't just fall in. But you know what? They never just fall in. No. So it worked really well for being a $3 tool compared to $300 basically. It did work. So
now, if you act fast, I will include not one, but 2 sets of those Bic pins.
Absolutely. We're only charging 3 easy payments of $9.99, $99.99.
Yeah, what he said.
So let us know in the comments below if you need some of those.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to ship out. How many?
All sorts of colors.
Back now you get 4.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
get 4.
look, 4?
4.
4. I like it. I like it. And if you have for those special V8 things, oh, that looks heavy.
It does look
Yeah.
good.
I got 15 in a pack here, so that's like 2.5 engines.
Any color you want.
That's right.
Colors selectable on checkout. There you go. That is it for today, guys. Make sure you follow me for more life hacks. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchchairgrow.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. Well, there you go. It looks like we were just doing nonsense, but it all worked out really well. And not on this one, of course, but on the real one.
On the ones that matter.
I'm keeping these. These are going in my toolbox. I'll just label them injector seal tools.
So actually, okay, so there was like $4 for those,
Yeah.
and then however much it was for the zip ties.
Zip ties, 1 cent each.
Saving thousands of dollars without switching your car insurance.
There you go.
I mean, that's a whole lot of tacos.
You don't even need Geico.